Okay, now you can. Sorry, I was just kind of in the middle of setup stuff. This bitrate is not good. Okay. But then, oh, nope, now it's good. Never mind. Okay. Welcome to Housekeep-a-thon, where I do a thing. Yay! I'm gonna throw on jazz because it makes me feel better with jazz. Jazz improves my mood. What? Oh, you're kidding. Okay, sorry. Autistic people have lost hope in life. That's a very sad one. Okay. I will look at that another time. Where's my jazz? No, I cannot find the jazz. Oh, here it is. Bossa Nova jazz. That's what we want. Oh. Also, I want it in my headset. I need the jazz today. The jazz is too quiet. Why is the jazz so quiet? Oh, there it is. I fixed it. Oh, I'm a banana! Thank God! I love to be this banana. If I am this banana, everything is fine. La 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 la. This banana makes everything okay. Do you feel bad? Become banana and it is okay. Yeah. Oh yay, wireless headset and HCAT is very necessary. Is best. I have a hat. Wait, I need a new song. I have a hat. It's on my tiny banana head. Pew pew. I'll meet you at high noon and I'll tip my hat in your direction before I fire a projectile weapon. That also would have rhymed, but hey, I got a hat. Bah. Hats make it fine. Wah. Hats make it fine. Ah. Were you not fine before? Well, you're in luck, buddy. 'Cause I got a hat that I love-y. Hat. This hat is better than the internet. This hat is better than going outside and looking at people you don't know who might judge you. This hat stops all bad things. And if the bad things come, I shoot them with my guns. I'm American. Wow, hats. Hippity hats. I'm gonna be this banana today. Is that cool? I'll just be over here though. Sing about some hats. Okay, sing about hats. Unless you stop me. Imagine that. A song about hats that goes on all day long. Why am I not the most popular person on the whole internet? 'Cause I am this banana. And the hat that I sing about is so soothing. clean, 'cause the internet is full of garbage. So this hat banana thing is actually kind of a relief. That's sad. So sad! I love these eyes. They're my eyes. They're my eyes. They're so pretty. They're just put closer together and too big, which is my favorite kind of eye for me. I can't find... I'm looking for something. Hold on. Is this it? No. Is that it? Damn, I don't even really have this set up. I tried to fix this and it was all stupid. Ugh, I'm gonna have to do this over. Yes. Remove that. See, that's wrong. You know what? I'm just gonna do this all over. I'm just wrong. Anyways, what about a little bit more about my hat and how it's better than everything on the internet? You three people hanging out with me in my hat are avoiding everything that's terrible. There's a giant mountain of terrible shit and it's pouring out endlessly. Oh boy, technology! At least it gave us this banana, who's also gonna eat a banana, cause I'm a cannibal. Anyways, hi. Oh yeah, you don't know about, this is a whole lore. There's multiple of this banana. I haven't done it as much because of moving over here instead of on Twitch. But this is the banana. The banana. The banana. That's who I am. I'm the banana. I also have a jazzy banana, which I should have really started with. It's like my Blues Brothers banana. This is a cosmic banana! I'm gonna be this one. It sort of makes sense. And I can be in different backgrounds so that I can green screen it. Doobie-doo. The internet is poopy-poo. This is the only critique it deserves, is this banana. Being like, really? Dudes? Really? Dudes? Really? Really? Dudes? F Troop. I do not know this Western comedy. What was it on? It was cable. I did not see no cable. Because I didn't have cable. I'm glad I look good next to this dustpan. I wasn't the best consumer of media. Sometimes I sound like I got blasted here from some other planet when it comes to media. I'm like, I don't know anything. I blame ballet. Also reading. Also not having cable. I'm like cultured in one direction, but it's a very odd one. It's not the direction people who are generally in the same bracket as me were. But that's also autism. You know what? I blame everything. And on bad days, even myself. Yeah, no, it definitely is autism in a nutshell. 100%. Thanks. Wink. I wish I could, like, tilt them down more, but I don't think... Well, actually, let me try clicking on it. Does it do anything? No, it just does that. I can be like this. Hey! Hey, buddy! Ah! Okay, that's enough. Alright. It's never really enough, but... Okay. Yeah. So let's start thinking about what we want to clean. I don't know. what I want to clean. Oh, I'm not even in the Housekeep-a-thon area. Duh. I could talk to people too. That's an option. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, where am I going? Here we go. And then pop out. Boop. There you go. Anyways, yeah. So, I haven't been feeling the best, but I was quitting caffeine and that kind of messed things up a little bit, a lot of it. Kind of messed up the whole migraine situation somewhat, but I'm trying to see if I can just have no caffeine instead, Vyvanse at a lower dose, but slightly higher dose than I was on. Anyways, it's a whole thing. I have many theories on why we're all not feeling great. Yeah, I've noticed that like the not autistic multitudes are also not having a super great time lately, or maybe I'm wrong, but like it looks like they're freaking out. Thank you. I am frustrated a little bit. I think I'm frustrated with the limits of what people can really understand about autism and special interests and all that stuff and how my life revolves around them. People don't understand my motivations only exist in the realm of special interests. Now, that being said, you shouldn't be insulted by that. If you are a person that is included in that, that doesn't mean I don't care about you as a person. It just means that if you ask me to pick between you and my special interests, I will never pick you. Why would you do this? Like, if I don't literally have to, like, save you from death, then I'm not gonna pick you over my special interest. If you're gonna die, okay, I'm not crazy, but otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna pick my special interest. Don't ever try to come between me and my special interest. Don't ever think you understand my relationship with my special interest. It's mine. And I came up with that problem with a work thing where I'm like, oh, you do not understand. Even though I was trying to train them about autism, and they got in the way, they tried to come between me and my special interest in a way that made no sense, because I wouldn't even be working for them if I hadn't pursued that special interest miraculously. And I'm still not doing the best at it because I have impairments. So me being able to do what I can is a big fucking deal. And they tried to get in the way of that for reasons that I don't care about. And never will, because special interests, that's how they work, that's how my whole life works. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what it does to my reputation. I just want to, if my special interest gets pursued, I don't care. Like, I don't have social skills like that. I have social reciprocity in a basic sense, and I also want people to be happy. But how dare you say that your happiness is dependent on me not doing a special skill and special interest? That is not true. Having a pity party on Friday night. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you got to have some pity party. Sometimes that's necessary. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like subtweeting stuff right now, but I don't even care. I'm maintaining professionalism in that, like, I'm not gonna like lay out business that doesn't make sense. But from my perspective, you gotta understand, if I'm telling you like my life revolves around special interests, I mean it. I don't mean like it's a thing that really gets me motivated or gets me energized. I mean, I don't orbit anything but it, and if I'm not orbiting it, I will break. That is how you break a Jane. If you want to see me implode completely, that is how you do it. And if you want to know what implode means, I will become catatonic. And it's not a threat. It's just like, I'll have a meltdown and I'll become catatonic. You won't have to deal with it. You might feel bad making someone catatonic. I don't know. I didn't make me catatonic. I'm born this way. I'm just telling you how it works. I didn't pick how it works. Believe me, I would have picked something different. This is ridiculous to live like this. But I'm doing my best. You've been crying too often. I feel that, and that's rough when you can't do something because of the burnout cycle of too muchness. I don't know, and like crying is seen as immature or something. I give up, you know. If somebody sees it that way, I just don't know what to tell them. I got my diagnosis. Like, I don't really need to justify crap to anyone on that. They just aren't me. Like, it's like, oh, everybody's just holding it in? Bullshit. Oh, everyone's just using better coping mechanisms? I'm the sober one. Bullshit. Like, don't start that. You know what I don't do? Drink or use drugs. You know what everybody else is doing that, ooh, doesn't cry? Yeah, they do all that shit. And also, they don't have autism. So don't start. It's bullshit. Isn't it, though? But I still have to deal with it and field it. And it's very hard to, like, say this sort of stuff without, I don't know, without someone to listen to it. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just, you know, cheerleading myself. But it is true. Yeah, you can't leave your just be too much. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, and I don't have a car right now, so I also am in a similar boat where I'm dependent on other people, and they're just not gonna get it, man. Like, oh man. I feel like this is the problem with telling people about your autism, even though I think it's a necessity, is there comes a point where I'm like, oop, you're about to say that's too much. Well, we let you be that much autistic, but you can't be that much autistic. I'm like, that's not how this works. That is not how this works. And if you're wondering, like, it's not that I masked my way all the way through. I just would have been out by now. Like, I would have been gone. I don't stick around in places that mess me up and where I can't kind of, you know, blend in well enough. But it sucks. It sucks inherently not being able to blend in, okay? It sucks. Can we just start there? It's not fun. Especially when, like, not being able to blend in has real consequences because you get picked off by creeps and bullies. Like, one of the costs of not fitting in is that you stand out from the herd, and there's some people that take that as, like, a good mark. So I am stressed just from that alone, where it's like, it's not about y'all judging me. It's about I'm in a vulnerable position. Like, I don't give a shit if nice people are judging me. If they're nice people, whatever. They're having an off day. They need to pick on somebody. They're like, I'm not her. Yay, whatever. I don't give a shit. I can be that for you. But the people that actually come after me is the problem. That's what people don't get. That's what they don't get. You've admitted you're NT to the drum corps, but not which one or anything. Yeah, I mean, I think it's better to tell people. They're just going to have to get used to it, is what I figure. Like, we're either going to be part of society or not. And, like, I'm pretty inoffensive, oddly enough. Like, I know I'm not somebody that's difficult to deal with. There comes a point, though, when people realize I really am autistic, and, like, the stuff that I do that is difficult to deal with isn't going to go away, isn't going to get any better, and they can accept me or not at that point. Because it sounds like I'm on some, like, hero's personal journey, and they're, you know, going to do something that's like, nope, this is what I am. Like, a lot of times I just have to let people know the score. I'm like, I'm not changing. I'll get better in other ways, but I'm not going to get better at that. I'm impaired at that. Like, what are you expecting? If you can't have a space where you can fit in one of me, just tell me, dude, and I'll go somewhere else. I don't care if that means I'm in a limited number of places. I am disabled. Like, I really can't. And that's the point that kind of gets me down a little bit. It's like, I used to just have meltdowns over this. Like, it would just escalate the meltdowns that I'm going to have anyway in my life. And now I realize, like, that's really all that happens. And I'm like, look, I can't fix it. I can't have a meltdown. Also, I forgot to do something. Shit. Hold on. I forgot about that. One sec. I'm back. Sorry. I did the thing I needed to do. Anyways, so yeah, so if somebody doesn't like that I'm like this, that's too bad. What just happened, that's as good as I get, okay? That's it. And if somebody doesn't like that, no, they're barking up the wrong tree, and they're like, oh, nobody wants to bark up a tree like yours. I'm like, well, that's too bad, because I know a lot of shit. And I'm good at reading very difficult studies and consolidating them. So, you know, if you want to know what's going to be in your popular science magazines in about 5 years, you could just, like, I don't know, let me read my books and I'll tell you. But yeah, I think that being able to tell people that I'm neurodivergent, and specifically that I'm autistic, is extremely helpful, because I'm like, look, you don't understand this, but I'm telling you this information so that you can start to build a model that's accurate, and if you fail to build it on me, at least you'll be better than the next one of us you meet. Like, if you can't understand me, and you think, like, look, let me put it this way. They can only have unrealistic expectations so many people in a row before they're like, oh, this just isn't how it works. So if I'm the first one that they're like, oh shit, this just isn't how it works, fine, so be it. So be it. I think my family will never understand. Yeah, and that may be possible. What's up? I guess it's not for us to decide, or let me put it this way. It's not for us to decide, like, what percentage of people are going to understand or not. We understand. That's what we can decide, right? That we're going to understand as best we can. So that when we have somebody who doesn't understand, we can just, like, accept that. Like, we're accepting reality and they're not. Right? Just because they don't think I should accept my reality doesn't mean I should not accept my reality. That's where I'm at. That's the message I'm still getting from people. It's like, no, you shouldn't accept that reality. I'm like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I have many, many decades at this point of trying to not accept it because people told me that was what others could do, and thinking that I was not autistic. So, like, let's simmer down with that. Let's not. Like, believe me. Because then it's like, it's way too personal. If somebody's questioning me beyond that, I'm like, well, then you really are starting a conversation that is impossible to have. Like, because I'm like, I'm not going to tell you my life story. There's no way that that's the appropriate boundary between me and anybody else. But that's really what they're asking for. I'm like, if you need proof of this, I mean, first of all, it'd be lovely to have more interfacing with specialists, and having our experiences recorded and put into qualitative and quantitative data for you to peruse. But also, like, the whole point is that I'm living in a parallel universe, and I don't know what to say when it comes down to, like, defending that it's real, that this is how the universe that I live in works, and that if other people had my brain, the things they're asking me to do wouldn't exist. They just wouldn't exist. In any form that they needed to exist, it would be radically different. Because that's how it would get done, in a radically different way. So, for autism, like, what it actually isn't... Okay, I've had a couple years now to work on this, right? Like, I got diagnosed in 2019. Okay, end of 2019. So, I've had a couple years now. So, what people think autism is the observable behaviors. That I figured out pretty early on. But also what people think autism is that the behaviors come from something they can understand, which is not true. Like, the whole thing is like, they could never, ever, ever create an autistic set of behaviors. That's the whole point. Like, and even between autistic people, there's differences in how we develop, so that we have pathways towards our behaviors that are just very strange.
They're just way off the bell curve. They're just abnormal. So it's not like the behavior is weird and the cause of it is normal. No, the whole thing is weird. So you're not going to be able to tell somebody how to fix that. You can't. You just have to, you really have to just accept it. Like, look, and also not only just accept it, it's like, if you don't know the cause of it, it's super inappropriate to assume that you should noodle with it when nothing good is coming out of it. And I'll tell people, it's like, if you noodle with this, I'm going to get worse. My life is going to go way downhill really, really fast, because this is me clinging to what I got. So please don't mess up my shit. And that's what it's like being autistic and trying to tell people where you could have some conflict. Is like, it's really hard to explain this to people, almost impossible, because it's not personal. And if I'm having an issue with somebody where they're going to trigger meltdowns, and they don't know my whole history with meltdowns, nobody could know that unless if I explicitly told them, because it's weird. It's specific to me. So I could tell them, like, look, this is how I'm going to keep improving. You don't know what it was like for me before. You don't freaking consciously, have the ability to do that. And the only way I can, like, get across to people how not cool I've been is to scare them. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to scare people. I don't want to, like, upset people. That's not helping. And that's a huge boundary violation on my part. I'm just saying, like, dude, just trust me. Like, that's not going to work. That's a bad idea. So that's what I was saying. It's like something got imposed on a special interest that I couldn't fix, and the way that it got messed up had to do with me forgetting things, or whatever. I don't know. My brain's broken. Or not broken, but it's only going to perform so well. My brain will underperform when it comes to being aware of things to do, and when to do them, and how to do them, and why to do them, and if it's important to do this, or I don't understand importance. Good luck with that, like I don't. So yeah, so that blew up in my face again. It just makes me want to not work for anyone. Yeah, you can join the call.
Hey Jane, is my mic working?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Welcome in.
There we go. I had to mute it so I didn't hear my own echo.
Oh, that makes sense. I think I'll move the jazz over to the other audio so I don't have that competing for my attention.
I was hearing echo, so I muted the sound on the stream.
Smart. Okay, I think everything's good.
I'm trying to declutter my closet, and my cat's in the fucking way.
Oh, yeah, of course. My dog will sit on the clothes that I'm trying to fold.
Hang on, I am putting a picture in Discord of what this little problem child is doing.
Great.
Well, I need to declutter since hopefully moving.
Oh, yes. Did you get any progress on that?
So, yesterday I called the property manager because I'm an anxious mess, and my therapist was like, you need to call because you're focusing too much on this.
Oh.
And I called yesterday, and basically she said that the only reason I haven't been, like, officially been able to sign is that the owner needs to come in and waive the condition that is showing up on the application, which she thinks is just because I have a high student loan balance. And the owner was out of town.
Oh.
So I'm probably fine. It's just, she said that she can't see anything that's wrong other than that, so that's her only guess.
Okay.
But we need the owner to do that, and the owner is back tomorrow.
Okay.
So I told her that she better call me afterwards.
Well, I'm glad that you got answers though. That would be okay. So if people were used to autistics, they could just tell us all of that information. But I think
They didn't tell us that.
yeah, but they wouldn't because it's like there's some thinking of like, oh, that's embarrassing or something. Like it does something to like social status to be honest about that, or I think that's what's happening. Like I'm trying to understand it a little bit better without overdoing it. Kyle's really good about like the fact that I don't really get it and like speculating too far turns into like an us and them thing. But
yeah.
But even still, it's like I do think that people without autism are cagey with information because part of it has to do with like if it's a good thing about you or a bad thing about you, and people will remember if somebody did something good or bad to them, and I don't care. Like it's like there's like the forgive and forget, right? Like I just forget, so I don't care. So
yeah, they basically she said that honestly I think it's more of just I think autism is part of it because she said that she thought that in the call on Wednesday that we had, she had made it clear that I didn't need to worry thinking I wasn't approved. And I'm thinking, you never said those words, so I didn't get that.
Yes, exactly.
So I think that it wasn't an intentional not telling information. I think it was just the way it was said. I didn't have Jay, I didn't have him to overhear it because I got the call when I was at work.
Right.
So I didn't have a decipher in the middle.
Right, and I guess yeah, and like for that's a good way of putting it too, because then it's like people
decipher?
without
I don't know.
well the whole thing. I mean, like people without autism are giving more information, and we're not getting it. So then, what we do pick up may not be complete. If they were very literal, we would get it all, but that's not how people talk.
No, it's not, which is usually fine. But I don't tell people I'm autistic, but I told her, I'm like, I'm sorry that I'm paranoid, because that's also an accurate statement.
Right. I see that.
And I'm like, she can understand the anxiety of not getting the apartment more than she would understand a diagnosis name, so I went with that.
Yep, no, that's fair. Yeah, I think I'm very
She's a property manager. I don't want her to have any reason to say no.
Right.
At this point, and I know that's terrible, but you know what? Nope. I need out of this apartment more than I need her to care.
Yeah, yep, nope. Pick your battles.
This is not a battle I'm willing to pick.
Yep.
And she's also really nice, so I really don't think it's anything intentional.
Good.
All things considered, this is the only apartment I've ever had to, like, truly go through an actual application process for, though, so I think that's part of it. God. Oreo, get out of the way! Oh yeah, I forgot to send that.
Oh yeah, I was looking for it.
I'm sending this. I took the picture and then just forgot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, in Merlin and Friends, there is my cat's position.
Let me see. Oh, that's so cute!
So, you know what box I'm trying to get? The blue one that's right next to his head.
Of course. Aww.
God damn it. Yes, Hoki, hi. Sorry, I am not reading chat, but thank you about my voice, I think.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I didn't read chat.
I mean, I don't know what my voice sounds like, honestly, over voice. I get told varying things, so I try not to hear it.
Yeah.
Hearing my voice is is a very weird experience for me.
I've gotten used to my voice, but I also perform it a lot, so it's like I also make choices about my voice that are not totally natural, and then that makes it a little bit easier. I'm like, oh, it's like part of a show that I'm doing.
Yeah, I just completely... Yes, I have two cats. One of them is named Oreo, and he is... we have a lot of nicknames for him, but the one that sticks around is Problem Child, because it's accurate. And that's the PG nickname at least.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. We also have a calico named Clementine that is afraid of everyone.
Aw. Do you think they'll do with the move? Have they had to move much?
Yeah, when the apartment we're in now, she was with us when we moved here, so I mean, I know that like as soon as she starts seeing boxes being packed, she's gonna freak out. But I mean, honestly, I feel like her living space is about to like go up by 2.5 times if we get this.
Oh,
So
nice.
like, and I say that because the place I'm in now is like, I don't know, 630 square feet or something. And it barely has a kitchen. I don't even know what the square footage of this is. 600 something? I don't know. But where we're moving is a 2-bed townhouse with that's 2 floors. So
Awesome.
So Clementine will also benefit from this.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Like 2 floors for a cat must be great.
Yeah, I joke that if she gets annoyed with her brother, she will then have a different floor to go on.
Yeah.
God damn it. Cat. Cat, you need to stop. Are you having anything accomplished right now, Jane?
Yeah, I'm doing some laundry that needed to happen. Like, I've kind of just let it explode out in a pile. It's easy to do, though, because my dog likes to sit and clean laundry.
Yeah.
So that's been happening a bit more than it needs to. Yeah, so I'm working on that. I'm just going to focus on clothes for now and, like, doing laundry.
God.
So I got some in the washer, and then maybe, like, do my sheets at some point. Like...
Unfortunately, laundry is the one thing I can't do during this stream, so... since I have to, like, go to the basement for that, so...
Right.
That is a separate thing, which, by the way, that will also change.
Oh, that's good. What's the new situation?
Like, the washer and dryer in the new place is actually on the 2nd floor where the bedrooms are.
Nice.
So, like, I also tell myself this means I will no longer have an excuse to not do laundry, but, you know.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, laundry, because of doing these streams, is now a weekly thing for me, but that's the first time in my life that it's ever been, yeah, like, regularly done. And if I don't stream, I don't do laundry. It just doesn't happen.
Well, when we move, at least, like, so the problem with our current place is that the dryers, you have to use an app to use the dryers that actually work. And Jay does not have a smartphone, so he can't do laundry unless I'm here.
Oh no. Okay.
So he can't actually help me with this, and when we move, since it'll be, you know, a normal washer and dryer, if something needs to get washed, he can just do it.
Right. That's
He's not incapable of doing laundry, especially since the washer will actually be in his line of sight.
Right.
So,
Right. Yep, that makes sense.
So, I don't know. And I also joke that since he has worse executive functioning issues than me, his the 2nd room that will be his office, I'm like, just shut the door. If you can't clean it, just don't let me see it.
Right. That's smart.
I'm joking, but I'm not.
Yeah, no, you have to have compromises like that, honestly.
He doesn't mind. Are you kidding?
Right? Yeah.
Holy shit. Support's probably gonna appreciate this. I just found my thing of all the stuffed animals.
Oh, yay!
So, all the ones that I don't have on, like, regular display, that is.
Right. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I have a lot of... Well, I had more when I was growing up. I ended up not keeping too many of those, but anything that I think is, like, a cute little accent. I have a lot of little accent plushies.
What I also want to do when we move... When I was growing up, I have these nets that you're supposed to hang up on the wall to put them on.
Yeah.
So I will, when we move, because I'm not going to do it now, just to move it in 2 months, but once we move, I'm going to put nets in the bedroom so that, you know.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, those are really cute.
Yeah. I have so many Webkins in here. Like, Too many. Oreo, get out!
What's Merlin mad
Keep
about? Hi, Merlin.
Your dog's little bark is hilarious.
Thank you. I try not to respond to it because it's demand barking, but then my mom and dad kind of messed that all up, so now he does it sometimes. What do you want, buddy? What do you want, buddy? What do you want?
I mean, Hoki, the problem is that my voice feels like it gets altered by the internet. Like, when I record my voice, I don't like what it sounds like. There is nothing I hate more.
Merlin wants to play outside. I'll see if I can do this without losing the call. Well, I mean, I won't. I'll just like pop. Yeah, I'll try not to go too far.
Dogs.
I hadn't showered for a whole bunch of days in a row because just life. I couldn't do it since Wednesday. Wednesday was my last day of showering. Like, yeah. So then, but the other thing too is like, I feel gross if my hair gets too long because I can feel it on my ear. I don't know why this is bad. So then I was like, I should take a shower. I was like, oh, I should like shave around. Like I get like a 6-guard and like shave around the sides and stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, so now that I did that, I was like, oh, I feel so much better. I always forget that like part of me feeling terrible about life is just I didn't cut my hair.
It's funny how it can be little things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Cause well, and
what?
For
hang on,
what the
what? Hang on, what is my cat doing? He somehow managed to get up on top of the rack that my clothes are on.
Oh no! I was just thinking with the net, you might have to make sure it's extra secure. Cause what if the cat goes in?
You realize, like, that net that's going to be in the bedroom, it's going to be in a corner where nothing is, so he can't get at it.
Okay,
because
good. Yeah.
There is literally no way.
Yeah.
Also, there's a picture of his situation.
Okay, let's see.
I put one of those in, too.
Oh, that's so cute, though.
Okay,
How is he
here...
even doing that?
This describes it better. There you go.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
So there's a fuse box in the back. So the first picture is him standing on the fuse box.
Oh. Wow. Cats.
This is my life. Oreo, okay, I guess you're not in the way now, but whatever.
Oh, Hokey Man, the voice modulation thing, I have so many issues with that. Like, my tendency is to go too loud. When I was younger, it was too quiet. Like, when I was younger, nobody could hear what I was saying ever, because I didn't know how to talk loud enough. So that kind of made it, whereas, like, I just gave up on talking, because I was like, well, they can't hear me anyway, so I just won't try anymore. And when I did talk, I got made fun of, so it was just like, whatever. And then I got really loud, and now I'm, like, able to moderate it a little bit, but sometimes I go for walks with Kyle when I have my ear defenders on, and I'm just like screaming.
Oh, I've been told forever that I don't talk loud enough.
Yeah.
That is still my life. Oreo, come here, you idiot. He's...
I think
Get down.
I got into enough performance stuff that now I can do the other way, but you still don't know how loud you're supposed to be, so it doesn't really fix anything.
I don't know. What's weird for me is that, like, the way that we hear our voice when we're talking is not the same as what other people hear.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, not at all.
And so for me, that was always an issue, like, even when I was in choir in, like, middle school, I don't hear my voice right, and I actually don't know if that's the same for everybody.
I don't know.
Is that normal?
I actually don't know.
To be honest, that's something I've always wanted to know. Like, is that normal that I don't hear my voice the same way that it sounds to other people? I don't know.
So there's a certain amount that you can expect that, but I don't know if autism also modifies that experience. It could, because we do have like we have auditory processing, visual processing, all that stuff is different.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
certainly
why
possible.
I wonder.
Yeah, I could
Considering
see that.
I'm the one that hears, like the computers at work aren't the newest.
Mhm.
That's stating the problem. Like the desktop I'm using at work is from 2008.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
And I can hear, like, when it's on, it feels like I can hear the old hard drive spinning.
Mhm.
My coworker asked me why I can hear that, and I just tell her I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think we just don't put things into background noise the same way as part of it. Like, we just can't. Like anything in my environment could become the center of my attention. Like,
Correct.
I don't know how that really works. It's not completely random. Like, it's not like it's constantly bouncing around. It's just that I don't really think of my environment that way.
We don't control it.
Yeah. So
at least not like ourselves.
I'm most likely to notice patterns that are repeating. So I'm better at noticing that. So if there is a noise that is rhythmic and keeps going, I'll probably have a hard time not noticing it. Like, it's just gonna be like, okay, well, that's the most repetitive thing here, so all right, I'll pay attention to that.
Oh my god. You know, my apartment has like no storage. This is a problem.
Oh no.
How much stuff I have in here. How much stuff I have in here is a problem.
Yeah. You might need to... Well, there's two approaches. There's, like, rethinking your storage. That's probably the best way to go. Also, I really like clear storage bins. Like, small ones, like shoe-sized ones are great. Then you don't have to be that organized, because if you want it, you can just turn the box around and find what you want in there.
So one of the issues is that there are 2 window AC units in this closet right now.
No.
Because it's, still not warm here in Ohio.
Right.
I'm jealous of you like West Coast people.
Oh yeah. I didn't know what cold was until I got away from here.
Yeah, exactly. You people don't know what cold is.
No, we don't. Not at all.
I hope you didn't hear that fall. Everything's fine.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I promise that was not, like, on me. That was just a thing. Oh god. Yeah, these... I can't move the window AC unit that's most annoying me, either. Like, I can't move it myself. It's... This one's too heavy. Oh god. I forgot I had, like, a chessboard in here.
I just played chess with Kyle for the first time when he came, and it was actually fun. Like, some people...
Kyle seems like a chess person.
Yeah, and he's not a jerk.
100%.
He's not a jerk about it, Like, the last time I played chess
he wouldn't be.
With someone who was trying to be like a chess shark. I was like, dude, I used to play this for fun with my brother. Calm down. And yeah, Kyle was really good about it, and I also did beat him.
I mean, to be honest, Kyle seems like a chess person.
Yeah. Also,
why? I don't know, but he does.
He's good at thinking that way. And also, it wasn't really fair because he had to go to the airport, so we were rushing at the end. So I think I maybe didn't really beat him, but but we're pretty evenly matched, so it sounds like fun to keep playing. Get like a nice chess set one day.
I have a chessboard. I think it was Jay's mom that gave it to us. I honestly don't know where it came from. There's a lot of stuff here that I don't know where it came from.
Well, it'd be nice to have more space for it, so you can, like, I don't know, figure out what you want.
I currently just had to climb into my closet behind where my clothes are. So, and I don't know, the closet that my clothes are actually in, it's meant to be like a coat closet. It's not meant to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And there's only one, like, tiny closet in the bedroom, and it's not really, like, a walk-in closet. It's a problem.
Yeah. I definitely need more closet space than the average person, but oh well. I like clothes.
Well, that's the thing, is that I'm really not that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not that I have too many clothes, it's that I live in a tiny place with 2 people.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
I don't like clothes. The only channel in the Discord that I have muted is the fashion one.
Ha! Fair enough.
Because there is nothing I care about less.
It's interesting because I see it as a creative outlet for me. So like I got involved in it as like an artistic thing. So it's yeah. So if people are wanting to learn it from that perspective, that's where I come from. But a lot of people don't. Also, like a lot of times
I 100% respect that it's an art. It's just in the same vein that I don't care about makeup, I don't care about clothes.
Yep. Now, I think for autistics, the only way, well, maybe I'm using too broad of a brush.
I feel like it's one or the other.
Yeah.
I feel like it's one or the other.
No, exactly. It's you either have used it as an art form, and that's how you approach it, and that's why it's part of your life, or it's
or
not
you
part of your
don't
life.
care at all.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I've always been on the I don't care.
Well, it's funny because like the people that I'll interact with. So okay, I used to go to some social events where you would get dressed up, right? And I would hate being at the event, but I loved getting dressed up for it because it's all my fashion skills. So then I would show up at the event. I'm like, oh man, nobody cares about my outfit. Like, I thought this was the whole point. I was like, your outfits aren't even that good, man. I'm going home.
Yeah. There is nothing that has made me more uncomfortable in my life than the few times I've gone to weddings.
Right.
Including my mom's wedding when she got remarried. That and it's not because the wedding was a problem. It was a short, like, quiet wedding. It wasn't loud. I just hate dealing with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some social situations are also just like, I don't know, it looks like some of the fun stuff will be there, but then turns out none of the fun stuff is really there. It's all the bad stuff.
Well, not that I can mention, alcohol very much, but also there's that at those weddings.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I at some point, I originally thought weddings, because I don't know, I thought they were like recreating like a role-playing fantasy world, because that's what it looks like in cartoons, right? So I thought that's what people did. I thought you just like cosplayed for the day or something.
Oh my god.
And that's not what it is.
I won't lie. I didn't think of that, but that's really funny.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know why it's funny, but I'm enjoying that thought.
Right. Well, and it makes sense. Like, if you look at what it's depicted like, that's what you think it is.
Yeah.
Like,
it makes sense, but it's still funny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it is. And then I started going to like a couple of weddings, and like at one point I was like a caterer's assistant briefly. And like what I saw,
oh god,
yeah, I know what weddings actually were. I was like, oh, this is terrible. This is everything I don't like. It's like all this pageantry around social stuff and like all this cringy stuff. Like people will like dance with their own dad. I'm like, ew.
Yeah, my dad, when he found out I was engaged, he wanted, like, I'm not kidding when I say the first thing he said to me was. And this was over the phone. My mom was in the room with me, but she couldn't hear what he was saying. The first thing he said to me was, now don't let your mother try and talk you into some giant wedding or some shit.
Yeah.
Mind you, my parents are divorced, so he can't say that.
Oh, of course. Well, yeah, I mean, shoot, even if they weren't, like, some people are really into that stuff. I would not want to do. All I want is a dress. And, like, if I can't have a really bougie, ridiculous dress, then I want nothing.
Honestly, I don't know. Everyone, I think, that actually knows me knows that the last thing I want ever is a lot of people and loud noise. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That is my least favorite idea ever.
Yeah, and, like, a bunch of people dancing to music they don't even like, and they can't, it's bad. It's all very bad. And and then you have to eat with people. That's the part that bothered me the most, because like in the in the cartoons they never have a banquet. You know what I mean? They just like walk down the aisle, everyone's like, wow, and then they get in a carriage or a car or whatever and they just fuck off. Like, it's great.
Yeah, I told whenever me and Jay actually get married, and to Hoki, who is probably still listening, we've been engaged since December of 2020. So it's been a minute.
It's good
and
to
it's
be
not like
engaged
we're planning a wedding.
Yeah, no, screw all that.
Yeah, when we do, I just want all the money to go towards having a cool honeymoon in the future. That's it. That's all I want.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Give me money towards an actual wedding, and then please leave me alone. My mom, I think, was disappointed. Like, I know she's disappointed, but was she surprised? Definitely not.
Well, the exit plan, the church ceremony's fine. Like, that's fine. That's all I thought it was. I thought you just, like, legit, this is what I thought it was. You show up, and if you're the lady person with the dress and the hoo-ha, you, like, nobody sees you until you walk out, right? And then they're all like, damn, you look good! And then you're like, yeah, I do. Look at this smoke show I'm marrying. And then you smooch, and then you leave. I thought that was it. And then you're gone. Then you go to fucking Aruba or whatever. That's what I thought it was.
No.
I was like, that's a dream. I don't talk to nobody the whole damn time. I walk down, they're like, wow, you're great. And then I leave.
I wish.
Right? Ugh.
All I hear from people that are getting married right now that I know, they're like talking about how stressful it is, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, no, it sounds awful.
All of them have pretty much told me when I said that I'm doing a courthouse thing, all of them have said, you know what, sometimes.
Yep.
Jay jokes about, telling me, he's like, we could just do it and not tell anybody. He's right.
I mean,
we
you
could.
can, right? Yeah.
I'm 26, I can if I want.
You can do whatever you want. Yeah, and Disney did lie to us. Disney, like, if Disney had included all that stuff, like, the marriage rates would have plummeted. Like, nobody would want to do it.
Hi, Kyle, by the way. I didn't see you say that about the chess.
Thank you, Kyle.
I didn't see that. My floor in the living room is currently a disaster because I pulled everything out of the closet, so I'm not looking at chat right now.
I'm having to take copious breaks to play with Merlin, but I'm trying to still put away laundry in between.
I am half reorganizing and half, like, I'm wrapping pictures in blankets so that they're basically already packed.
Oh, nice. Smart.
If that makes sense, like,
that's a good way of doing
you can just wrap it in blankets, and we're moving like a drive of 6 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So we're not getting on a highway even. So nothing has to be like perfectly wrapped. I just need glass to not shatter on picture frames.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a nerd, and Kyle, you might find this funny. I have a couple pictures that I'm going to take pictures of before I put them away, because I want you to see them. Because I have, like, this holographic wolf thing that changes images.
Oh, that's cool.
To put on the wall, because, again, I'm a nerd.
Yay.
Hang on. There we go. Alright. All of these are getting shared at some point. Oh, God. I need to hang this up on the wall. When we move, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm just going to put nails in the wall.
Might as well, yeah.
I mean, for how much I'll be paying in rent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've told you that, but, yeah.
Well, I can imagine. The description sounded like it. When is stream ending? Oh, cool! Yay, Isaac! We're going until 3:15.
Isaac? Hello, Isaac.
Shade is on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, I'll see. I might even go a little bit later just because I'm feeling better today after not feeling very good at all.
Feel that.
Yeah. Yep.
Me and, I've been talking to multiple people, Kyle included, about how, my theories on this, but all of us are feeling this way.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to not be alone in it. And
Nope. Not in the slightest.
No, yeah.
It's all of us.
Also, I've been seeing, I think I mentioned this, but like I've just been seeing more regular people's like YouTubes and articles about like how the internet is making them really stressed out. I was like, thank God, finally y'all are
It's
having
not just
problem.
us.
Yeah.
It's not just us, it's everybody.
Thank God. That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah, trust me, it's not just us. Jay said one of the best decisions he made was when he quit Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
He quit, like, in 2020 during COVID. He's like, I'm done.
Nice.
And he just deleted.
I deleted my, I didn't really use it, but even having it gone still, like Twitter, I didn't really like having it anyway, but now it's like almost impossible to see any bullshit from Twitter if it's linked. So, but I had to ask like my record label guy, like, well, yeah, like my manager, homie, friend, whatever, mentor, basically. Like, I was like, is it cool if I just like, and I asked after like Elon bought it, I'm like, can I just please stop having these? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I like, there is technically a Twitter account out there that is mine. There's technically an Instagram that is out there. I use neither. So it's not really an issue that they exist for me. But Facebook, I really don't go on it. I have Messenger on my phone because my mom refuses to learn how to just use text message.
Yeah.
But I don't talk to people, like, I don't comment on things usually unless I happen to see a cat picture, which does happen.
Right.
Otherwise, please don't talk to me on Facebook.
I think my Instagram partly is like me talking about music stuff, and it's for a long time now. It's partly me sharing my aesthetic ideas, and
yeah,
like
that's fair.
Yeah, but then I'm like, I don't even know. Like, it's almost like archiving it. Like, I'm sharing it almost for me. Like, I'm almost looking at like, yeah, that's my style. Neat.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine too. If you're doing it for you, I don't think there's a problem.
Yeah, but I think it's difficult to be the kind of person where that makes sense. Like, I'm pretty weird. Like, to have the level of, like, you know, but like the, it's true. Like the thinking that I put into aesthetic considerations is very specific and very peculiar and very particular and honestly very nerdy. So then when I share what I've made out of just like what I surround myself with visually and how I combine things, there's no real point to it except for me to track my own progress in doing that over my life. Yeah. So how many people are doing that? Like, practically nobody, I would assume.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel that, Hokie. It's about to be spring.
Oh, it is? I don't know what time of the year.
Also,
sorry.
Isaac, no, I don't. I am purely in the call for this. I have talked to Rowan in support for gaming purposes too, but I do not stream ever. I'm just here.
Oh no, sinuses.
What was I looking for?
I was getting migraines lately too, but mine was like quitting caffeine messed me up. But I had a migraine last night and I had to take my med. Like, I've had a bunch of them actually because of trying to quit caffeine, so it's a little shitty. But I feel that. Also, what was I gonna say? Facebook. Oh, my first experience of like, oh, the internet is bad was Reddit. And like, I wasn't even using it normal. Like, I was using it really weird. But that's how I found out about like the manosphere and was on something called the blue pill, which was like a satire of the red pill.
Yep.
And we all, and you know, all the people that were on there, like, after a while you'd be like, I need to take a break from this because like I'm seeing everybody on the street thinking like, are you on Reddit? Like, it's are you on the red pill? Like, you just start to go kind of crazy, and it's depressing because you're learning about awful people who are crazy.
Yeah.
Who don't think they're crazy. They insist they're not crazy. It's us who's crazy. But yeah, so that sort of experience, like, I think more people are having it now with other parts of the internet, which have been influenced by 4chan and Reddit in the first place. And I'm like, now you all know. You thought I was freaking out for nothing. Nope. They came for you all.
I don't know why I enjoyed that phrasing so much.
Yeah, well, because I feel vindicated, you know? Like, if you saw Reddit and you're like, oh shit, right? And everyone's like, oh, just turn off the computer. I'm like,
That's not how that works.
oh yeah, it certainly
Number
isn't.
one.
It's not. But yeah, I was like, don't worry, they're
Oh my
coming for you.
God.
They're coming for your spaces. None of these spaces are designed well. They'll be everywhere, and they are. Now who's crazy?
Oh, God.
Anyways.
It's fine. I need humor in my life right now.
Me too. Yeah. So actually, I do kind of want to hear your theory. So is your theory about how everyone's losing it now and not cool?
I mean, specifically with right now, I mean, I have several thoughts on why, but honestly, mine are definitely not as educated as other people here.
That's not important, honestly. Like, I'm interested in how you're putting together the puzzle pieces that you've got, because it's extremely difficult to figure this out.
I mean, that's the other issue too, is that I don't think I've ever like articulated them well enough to even know how to start with this. Because I can't actually figure out how to say stuff. 4chan and Tumblr are the same people, Isaac.
Yeah.
Hi, Merlin.
Yeah, 4chan, Tumblr was more centered on what would have been like people socialize as girls, and then 4chan people socialize as boys, and then sometimes when that bleeds over, you'll get other people. You get like this weird self-discovery thing where like the girls that grew up on on Tumblr would like to be seen as respected, so then they take on 4chan vernacular to be a tough guy, to be a cool girl. And then the guys who start to like mature just enough to feel bad about what they did on 4chan try to learn everything about woke activism from Tumblr, and then they're insufferable.
I never really looked at 4chan, so I can't speak too much to that.
4chan's just like, it's meant to break people's minds permanently. Like, people just put disturbing stuff on there to try to make somebody, be permanently damaged.
To be honest, I will not say the details of, but the only things that I have ever seen from that site, I'm pretty sure will haunt my mind for the rest of my life. But
yeah,
that is the only thing I will say.
That's what the point of that place is. It's like to have like a couple of funny memes, and then in between that, when you're innocently looking for memes, there's some like really disturbed old guys who want to ruin children's minds forever because they're mad that they're broken.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can make a lot of jokes, including ones about, I'm already broken though.
Right. Well, that too. Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. I think there's like, we forgot to safeguard against people who are like,
actually crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And like sadistic. we forgot the sadistic people have a lot of time on their hands, and we didn't make safeguards. And ta-da!
I don't even know if they're leftists. I think they're just crazy.
Oh, they're not. Yeah, they're not really leftists. They're just crazy, like 100%. They don't know what they're talking about. But they fancy themselves leftists, and yet, like.
I mean, I guess the things they say can be described as left if you're comparing it. If you're only thinking of left versus right.
Yeah, well, it's the internet thing. Like politics on the internet. Politics on the internet is not really anything. It's just people's interpersonal drama.
I mean, isn't that all politics is in general, though?
Well, yeah, yes, no. Well, I mean, but they have no power, so it's just the personal drama. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, they're not in elected position, so all it is interpersonal drama. So yeah, so I think that like a lot of like the Tumblr 4chan thing was a mistake. It was just a mistake.
It's Oreo, get this cat. Every bin I open right now, he's getting in. So these aren't clear bins, but I am using like they're larger totes basically.
Okay.
They're not like boxes because there's nothing I hate more than cardboard boxes. In terms of trying to like pack them.
Mm-hmm.
I have too many blankets and I'm trying to stuff some of the extra ones into one of these. Hi, Rowan. Yeah, true. Because they're parroting it for the same attention.
Yep. And they still parrot memes too. That's what I was saying. It's like if they want to win a debate, they'll have the last word and also use a dank meme. Oh man, my opponent didn't know about that dank cool meme. I clearly know what I'm talking about now.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Did that work? It kind of worked. Okay. Well, the bin's sealed, so good enough.
Yay.
Whether it's a good thing, I can't answer.
Well, you can't, you don't have to be too perfect now because it's all for the purpose of going to a new place anyway.
Yeah, I just wrapped some pictures in beach towels.
There you go. Plenty of padding.
Well, again, these aren't like big frames. They're just, pictures of like dogs we used to have and stuff.
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah, well. Oh god, what even is this? Huh. The true issue with decluttering. What is any of this?
Yeah.
What? Approved for what? I'm confused. Rowan? Are you talking about the apartment, or...?
Apartment, yeah.
If you're meeting the apartment, technically not officially until Monday, because the owner has to waive a condition that the property manager thinks is just because I have a high student loan balance, because she can't see anything wrong with my clit or anything. So, from what she said, there's no reason that we shouldn't be, but is it official? No. My answer. Well, I'm technically just getting rid of stuff I don't need, but when I'm putting stuff back, I am effectively putting the stuff that's already in boxes into them in a way that they can stay. So that I don't have to open them again. Yeah, thanks. I'm hoping for tomorrow. She said she would call me tomorrow.
Good.
If she doesn't, I'm calling her. I think she knows it, too.
Oh man, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow.
Why? 'Cause Monday?
Yeah, work stuff. I have to talk to work, or people from work, and I don't want to.
Does anyone ever want to?
Probably not.
No. The answer is no.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, it's just...
I feel that.
Yeah.
Jay, I found all the extra hangers. I found them all. Hi, Merlin.
he's not very happy with me right now. But we went out this morning too. I'm like, what?
Is he just complaining in general?
Yeah, he wants to play more. Merlin, let's play here. You want to play outside, I know, but I want to play inside. Huh, you're gonna tug? Okay.
Dogs.
Yeah.
What kind of dog is he?
So I tried to do the DNA test, but it wasn't very conclusive. I might try again with a different company. So he's a Chihuahua Terrier mix, and like the breakdown that I got was 37% Chihuahua, 12.5% Australian cattle dog, and then it was like, so that's 50%, and then it was just like 50% Terrier class ? And that's
which basically means it's probably a breed of terrier that they don't actually have in the database.
It could be. That might be it. Because I thought it just meant there wasn't any purebreds within like 4 generations or something. And I was like, well, shoot. But also, yeah, I'm gonna try again with a different one.
Isaac, hi.
Hi. I got to do my own housekeeping now.
Yay! We're doing it. That makes me want to do it, because then I'm like, responsible for this happening.
So basically I'm joking, Jane, but so basically this whole thing is just so that you do your laundry?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm joking, kind of.
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, if it didn't work for anybody else, I definitely would stop, I guess. No, would I? I don't know. I don't know, actually. I think it's working for others.
That.
Yeah.
It's working for me right now.
Great, see? Then it's not just my laundry support group.
I was joking, but it was also there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Cook some rice.
I mean, true, Rowan, but it wouldn't be as much fun if no one else was here.
Yeah. Well, the idea is, like, I'm not sure why it works, so it's like...
No one knows.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But since there's so few things that just do work for neurodivergent people, I'm like, let's just see how many people it works for.
See what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's external structure, I think, because ADHD makes you more reliant on external structure.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
that's pretty true. From my second-hand understanding of ADHD. Oreo, get out of the way. I wish I had a counter of how many times I've said that on stream.
You could just have a button. You need to record it. Press the button.
At least he's not, like, on top of the clothing rack now.
That's good. That was impressive.
Honestly, it was, but why?
Yeah. Circus cat.
You know, I mean, he's just... We joke that he's indestructible mentally, and that's probably true.
Oh, I was thinking earlier about, I was getting out of the shower while listening to y'all, and I was like, oh, when I get back on there, I should make a joke about how I gotta do, like, I'm done with I had to do my body keeping first or something, and then I realized that's actually, like, a really good term. Like, that's exactly what it is.
It is. Oh, I like that, because that changes the game. Because, like, okay, the idea of, like, grooming or hygiene, first of all, is very sanitized language, or even, like, a lot of it is like, hey, you're gonna not only get cleaned off, but then you're gonna look like a normal person. Then you're gonna, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, now think about how people are gonna look at you. And I'm like, I don't want to.
That defeats the point.
Right. If it's just like body, yeah, like keeping that in order, that makes more sense to me.
Move, cat.
Well, for me, it's also like recognition of the fact that it's work that I got to do, because that was something that I think I did not recognize enough when I was younger. Was that it's work that you have to do anyway, but like everyone just kind of expects it from you, and when you're neurotypical or whatever, it's like not hard. So, it was expected to not be hard for me to do, but it was, and I didn't know that.
You know what? That's fascinating. And I feel like it may be hard for a couple of reasons that we haven't fully pieced together yet. Like, why is it so much easier for neurotypical people to do that it's like just a constant in their lives? But then everybody else, we don't really fully understand the point of it. And it's hard. So it's like fascinating. Yeah, I have to think about that more because I hadn't thought of it that way either. If somebody had framed it to me as like, this is work you've inherited by virtue of having a body, I'd be more cool with it, as opposed to, they try to motivate you with like, people won't like you if you don't do this. I'm like, well, they don't like me anyway, so
I mean, true. Yeah, Jay, I know. Oreo has been in my way this whole time.
But it's like, for me, it just meant that while I was growing up, I just felt intense and deep shame around all showering and all, I don't know, hygiene.
Yeah.
Which is it's not good. It doesn't help.
Out of the bag.
Well, it's this idea that, like, there's this standard you're supposed to meet, and ultimately you have to because other people are going to be grossed out by you. And that's not a good... I just don't think that will ever be a good way to motivate people. And I think that people...
It's not healthy, that much is for sure.
No, I take issue with the idea that neurotypical people every morning are saying to themselves, if I don't do this, I'll be gross. I don't think they're doing that. I think there's like, when you're able to social signal, there's some like enjoyment and anticipation of like starting to do that with people, and this is just part of it. This is some part of it that's just natural to like include in that whole package of like, yay, I'm going to be able to do a normal social exchange with people whose brains are pretty much the same as mine.
Something like that, I'm sure.
Maybe. It's weird. For me, it's like, because I only ever really do it when I have to go out of the house. Otherwise, I will just sit there and not, and be weirdly content to just not. But it's like, it's still work every time. And I think that's part of why I don't do it unless I have to, is because it's work.
Yeah.
That I don't want to do.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why we should have our bed set up on a conveyor belt that like puts you, like it takes off all your PJs and then you go through like a car wash, but for people.
Yeah, exactly. You know the one Sims Future mod or whatever from the Sims 3? I don't know if you know that one, but it's just got the like all-in-one hygiene station where you just you go in there and apparently you poop and pee at the same time, and then it like also cleans you. And you have like a whole shower. Like, what? That sounds awesome.
Right.
It really does.
It also sounds very gross.
Yeah,
like,
I was about
whatever.
to say, like, yeah, I'm not sure how that is accomplished, and we don't want to think about that part too much, but...
I'd rather not think about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm currently playing effectively Tetris right now.
Oh yeah, that's what moving is. Moving is Tetris for adults.
Yes, but this is also me going through to get rid of stuff. That's actually all this is. That will not be part of the process for some time.
Right.
Because it wouldn't be until July.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you still have time.
So.
Oh, that's right. I need to throw out this broken TV. I forgot I have a broken TV member.
Of course.
TV.
Isaac. There you go. That's something
But
you can do.
Yeah. Did I tell y'all about why I have the broken TV?
Is that
I
the
don't-
one that you
I don't know.
accidentally hit when you're trying to get a bug or something?
Yes, there was a bug. There was a bug on it, and I was punching it to get rid of the bug.
Oh no.
It worked really well in the bathroom to punch the bugs because there were like 35 bugs in the room. Like altogether, it was like at the end of this whole experience of having these bugs in the room, I had killed 42 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, it was terrible. And so I was in hell, and I was just trying to get rid of them, and punching it worked so well. And I killed like 3 of them by lightly punching the TV before I punched it a little too hard, and it broke. I totally brought it on myself, but also, like, come on, I got the times.
I never would have thought to punch bugs. I just
Yeah, me
wouldn't have-
neither.
I wouldn't have thought that
Well-
would have really worked.
Yeah, but it does. And I put paper towels around my fist to do it too, so I wouldn't have like gross bug on me. But it's like when you slap them, like I just can't get it to go fast enough, and I think there's like an air current that they're riding on or something. But when you punch, you can go so freaking fast.
Wow. I'm gonna punch bugs now. I'm like, it's almost mosquito season, and I'm like, ooh, oh boy, I've never felt so excited about this.
Oh no, Isaac, you've started something.
Yeah. I want to punch a mosquito. Now I'm like, oh yeah, and then like the paper towel give a little extra cushion.
I mean, to be fair, they're mosquitoes, so go ahead. We all hate them.
Yeah.
I don't
Spiders
live in
are-
a place that has them that badly, though.
It's not
I
too
think
bad
I'm
here,
gonna
but I'm
get
by a
rid of
lake.
I think I'm gonna get rid of this toy musket. It is broken. Well, I don't know. I have lots of toy guns, and this one's pretty cool, but it's also kind of broken. I don't know. I think for now it stays.
Yeah, it can be a maybe until you have more items to really think about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already have a box that I can almost fit in standing up, full of Nerf guns.
Wow. I just got like a knockoff Nerf gun, and I haven't had a Nerf gun since I was a kid, and I didn't realize that they became full-on combat weapons. Like,
Yes. Yes.
I was like, holy shit, this thing is insane.
Yup.
Our Nerf guns were not like that.
They're so fun. They're very cool.
Yeah, ours had like the projectile was really big and foam, and it didn't go very fast, and it kind of like it was very hard to hit anything with them, and they looked really silly. They didn't like straight up just look like a military grade weapon.
Well, did it like? Because it looks like it's like shaped like a weapon and like colored very differently, though, right?
Well, the one I have is like kind of colored, like it's still gray, like it's still like
Oh,
yeah. Kyle got one
oh,
at
is it
the
like a light gray? Here, you should show me at some point because I am way too interested in Nerf guns.
yeah. Maybe it's like
Word.
is it red and gray, or maybe there's some red to it. I forget. I put it in my closet and like haven't taken it out since. Like when Kyle got it for me because we were it's just like at Walgreens or something, and then like we were shooting it. I was like, oh no, and then it's like I wasn't expecting to have such a strong visceral reaction. I'm like, this is bad.
Oh, God, I just remembered. Back in so I was talking to someone who was around for the early days of Tokipona, and they were telling me about how there was this person whose Tokipona name was Yota, and they back before there was like a word for, or like how before there was a word for to try in Tokipona, like a way to express that without having to rephrase. They were like opposed to the idea of adding that to their language. They were saying like either you're doing something or you're not. There's no such thing as trying. And I realized, oh, they're talking about Yoda from Star Wars.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
How old are these people? Oh my god.
I mean, the language is like, it's only 2 years old, and it really only took off in 2014, so
Mm-hmm.
I've said this before. To be clear, that's not a. I've said this before, as in, oh, you should know this. I've said this before, as in, I'm rambling now. I need to stop myself.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't make anything of it at all. I was just like, that's nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, my Discord crashed, so I wasn't here for that.
Oh, no worries.
But it's fine. But yeah, I mean, I was just annoyed that Discord crashed because it was a whole thing. Okay. Well, that is as done as that's getting. I consider my closet better than it was.
Good. That's all we strive for, honestly. Hey, Kyle, Kyle, are you still in the chat?
Oh yeah, there's a chat.
Yeah. So
You have both.
Kyle, I found like some socks that you left in my bed, and I'm like, oh no, these were worn by Kyle, and he's not here anymore. How sad! And I sadly took the socks to the laundry. I just want you to know that I had an emotional response to that. Is the concept of Riz the same as extreme social skills? What is Riz? Do I know what this is?
Riz is like the ability to, from what I can tell, the ability to attract a partner. Like if you riz someone up, you're like flirting with them.
Oh.
From what I can.
Good God, I'm old. Like now the slang words are coming before I can even keep up with them, y'all. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know what that means. So.
Like being able to flirt with somebody is, I guess, a skill, or is it? Do they? Well, huh?
I don't even know what that is, so I can't respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do flirting. If I like someone, I'll just go up to them and be like, I like you. Do you want to date?
Yeah. That's much more efficient. Certainly.
I've never purposefully tried to date anyone. I just kind of fell into this.
I have purposely tried to find people to date because I did a calculation of the odds of me meeting a compatible person for me, and I came up with me being slightly more likely to be eaten by a shark. And then
Oh God, that's telling us about that.
Yeah, my therapist at the time questioned my methods, but you know, that's fine.
I've thought of the struck by lightning one, but that's a good one too.
Yeah. Oh, I compared it to odds. I was less likely to be struck by lightning, but slightly more likely to be eaten by a shark. I think that was the direction it went. Yeah, anyways. But if I was on a golf course, then it switches.
To be honest, I feel like you making that statistical look into it before making the phrase should have been a part of your diagnosis.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you know,
like the very fact of what you just said.
To be fair, I don't know when I did that. I think,
but still, somebody should have had alarm bells.
I do think I did it before, and that therapist was with me when I was getting diagnosed, and had some questions about me being autistic, which he really shouldn't have had.
No.
Like, who does that? I mean, okay.
Oh my God.
I remember, was it Roman, I think, who said, like, the whole idea of Tokipona is, like, one of the most neurodivergent things.
Mm-hmm. No, I think I did. Or maybe we all did. I don't know. It's very neurodivergent, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Me having to look up what this is.
So by the way, when I did do all that, no, this was definitely way before I got diagnosed, by the way. I had to think about this. This was way before. So I was on like the dating apps and stuff, and then I buy those odds and how many people were on the website. I figured out how many people I had to at least look at per day, and I did. And I don't like anybody, so I just like was swiping left so much. I was just like, ah!
I mean, again, truly, you explaining all of this, my brain is like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I can't question this diagnosis. It's like the most us thing ever.
Right. I was like, oh, you're telling me that there's some odds involved. Okay. Let me figure that out. Anyways, it all worked out for the best in that, like, life just did me a solid eventually. So, thank God.
Hi, Kyle, who's still in the chat.
Yeah, none of my methods worked. I just got
They don't.
I just got lucky. That's all that happened.
I
Got
mean, same.
stupid lucky. And I was being myself. I was like making stuff and being myself. That was good.
Bug, you get to die. How do I kill it?
Don't break anything else, Isaac.
It's a crawly one, so it's good chance it's gonna make it out of this. I don't know where it is.
Oh yeah, it's actually warm for you guys already.
Oh, it's warm all the time. I'm in Florida.
Well, that too. That would work too, but like all of you guys are in like warm climates.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, you in the Southern Hemisphere?
I live in Ohio.
But there's no such thing as weather in Ohio. You know? Have you seen the Ohio memes?
Fred, our state is a meme.
yeah.
It's fantastic.
Ohio is literally a meme. To be fair, so is Florida.
That's
Yes,
true.
exactly.
Is San Francisco a meme, or are we too cool? To
Not
be?
really. Not
Yeah,
not
no,
in the not in the same way. Like Florida is legitimately a meme,
Okay.
and
Like,
so
it's
is
actually
Ohio
a
now.
meme made of it. Like, you know, Florida man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are something else down there.
I think the right wing wants us to be a meme, but we can't be because
California only kind of is, but Ohio and Florida actually are.
right. Yeah.
Ooh.
But the problem is, we're a meme and it's cold.
Mhm.
Next week it's finally getting okay.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah. Well, starting this Thursday, it's gonna get better. I'm ready. It's gonna be May. I'm done with cold.
I can't hear it's gonna be May and not hear that. What is it?
The meme
Yeah.
song, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's Justin Timberlake was an NSYNC, right?
I have no idea.
I think so. Because it's that or Backstreet Boys, which are I think they're like almost the same thing. You're done with chores? Okay, you're done, Kyle? That's cool.
Is there ever such a thing?
Well, Kyle's probably, yeah, because he's able to like manage his stuff. So
I'm
maybe.
so very not. Oh.
Oh, here's that.
I will just put off cleaning for as long as I possibly can, and then like spend 10 hours cleaning up one spot, or like one room, and then like that's it, and then I'm done for
Yeah,
the next months.
yeah, that's why I do this.
Sounds about right.
That's what I would do too, almost invariably. This does break that cycle. The only problem is like, okay, so whatever state that has left your rooms in, is their resting state right now, and they probably need a better resting state, so you'll have to take a couple of weeks to establish a new resting state. Then it will stay as long as you keep doing this. Like, if you stop doing it, you're gonna come up with a new terrible resting state again, because that's how it works.
Makes sense. I should just start doing this regularly. Like, it's fun.
Yeah.
To be able to talk to people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're anytime. You can always come on.
I need to have an apple in my stomach. It's hurting.
Yeah, the other thing about, like, talking through it is, well, you know, you can work on some light social skills while you're doing it if you want to, depending, you know, it just depends on what you have to work on, but you can process some stuff that normally, I don't know, is in the realm of too weird to talk about. And it's not even weird stuff. It's just like when you're looking at your room, or where you live, and you're taking a serious look at, like, okay, this is who I really am, this is how I really am. It also gives space for anything else in that category to pop up that maybe you want to process.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, and it's also, for me, it's like, since I'm holistic, I also have less need to develop social skills and more of a need to just fill my social need, I guess, like the little Sims social bar.
Oh, yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
this is, yeah, so like this part of the week I don't have a lot of socialization going on, so this is a good, like, way to refill that too.
Neat.
Yeah.
Is that metaphor accurate? Sorry, now I'm, like, grilling you because you have social abilities. Like, does it feel like a bar that's kind of needs to be filled up?
Kind of, because it's like, it's a need that must be met, but there's no, it's kind of like how you don't have a hunger bar in your body, even though you do need to eat, and you can kind of tell when you do. It's like, but like, if I really don't socialize with people, I really will have very bad mental effects as a result of that.
Wow. That's
It's almost
fascinating.
like we're meant to be social creatures.
Yep.
That's good to know that there's, like, bad, I mean, this sounds weird. It's like, that's good to know there's bad mental effects, but no, like that helps me to be more considerate.
Box of Oreos.
I do like social interaction. It's just, it seems like the way that it breaks down is very, it's like a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
Sorry, apple just got stuck in my throat for a moment. Okay,
Oh god,
that
you
was
okay?
fun. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I hate when that happens with pills.
I had to, like, halfway throw up, but I didn't actually throw up. I just pushed it to the front of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So I could swallow it. That
Yep.
was not fun.
Yeah.
I've had to do that. Yeah, that's a bad feeling.
I've been there a couple times with my Zoloft.
Mm-hmm. The whole reason I'm eating this too is because I'm on Frontera and I took it earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I need to start sleeping more regularly so I can take my meds more regularly, and then that'll have better effects on my ADHD.
Right?
Yes. The meds being taken at the same time is proven to help with things.
Mm-hmm.
I should do that too.
Which is funny, but also, in a sense, because of what the ADHD meds are treating, that's already more difficult anyways.
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
So,
I should try to take it at the same time, though. I sometimes was when I was a little bit better about my morning streams. Lately, that's not been easy to do. But yeah, I didn't think about that, actually, to even be, like, cognizant of if the difference is noticeable. Cool. I'll try to do it at the same time, though. That would be good.
Apparently there's an extended release of Vyvanse available now. Like, since 2018.
huh.
Yeah, I think...
I knew there was one for Adderall, but I didn't know there was an XR for Vyvanse.
Yeah, I think that's what I've always been on. I don't know... The chewable might be a little different because I had to switch to it. I don't know though, but I think at first I was on extended release because I only started that. Well, is that right? You know what? I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that. I'll ask my doctor. So that would be a little bit better too.
I didn't know that Vyvanse had an XR. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Well, it already processes kind of slower, so that's nice that they do that, because I mean, I can see, like, it does get a little weird towards, like, 5 or 6 p.m. in terms of, like,
Yeah.
efficacy. But, yeah, I'll have to ask. I'm going to talk to my doctor anyway, because I tried going up a little bit in my Vyvanse, which I think was the right move, even though quitting caffeine has been not awesome at all.
I don't think anyone enjoys quitting caffeine.
Right. But I think it's like the way I was using caffeine was like I was taking caffeine pills to try to get the exact same amount to like reduce the odds of having a migraine, because I just get them easily. And that was a lot. So I was like, you know what? I'm already past the hurdle of like, oh, I like how coffee tastes. I'm like, well, I gave up on that anyway. So now I'm using this as a supplementary medication. So why didn't I just use the actual medication? Yeah, because at first I went up like 10 milligrams. I'm only on like 30, so it's pretty low. But
okay, that is pretty low, but that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. I do well with like kind of a low dose of Vyvanse relative to fluoxetine. So my fluoxetine is a little bit higher. I've done the inverse before, which was also kind of okay, but this is a lot better. But I was only taking 20 milligrams, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just check, because I've been on a substantially higher dose before. And then I felt weirdly anxious, and then I was like, okay, maybe I should quit the caffeine. And now, but I feel better today. I'll just have to like circle back with like the neurologist. I'm also trying to be really good about taking magnesium, because apparently that Pokemon, have you ever been told that? The neurologist made a big stink about that. Magnesium can be really effective for headaches and also depression, apparently. And the research on it is actually quite good. So I might have mentioned this before, but like look into magnesium. You have to take it really consistently. That's kind of the problem. And I think it can cause some stomach upset, because she was telling me to not go too high since I get some gut issues. But like I'm taking, she wanted me to take at least, like, hold on, let me read this. Like 800 milligrams, but you can go even higher than that a day. Is that right? Or no, 400. 400. Yeah, I think you can go up as high as like 800 or even more. But yeah, and if you're like bigger than me, I'm short. I'm like 5'3", so you might need a bigger dose. But yeah, magnesium is something that I'm trying to be better about, because like now that I know that it also helps with depression, like it specifically helps with treatment-resistant depression. I'm like, And I always wonder if treatment-resistant depression is partly autism burnout. So then,
yes.
Right? So then I'm like, okay, shit, does autism also include a magnesium deficiency? Actually, I've never looked that up. Let's do that right now. But, yeah.
Oh, no.
It's cool, I'm a
Finds out
man.
half of it is just a vitamin deficiency.
Oh, God, right.
Can you imagine if we just stumble across a list of like 3 vitamins that are deficient in all of us?
Yep.
Magnesium metabolism could be involved in autism.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Because of magnesium. Okay. Yeah, magnesium deficiencies and autism. Treating magnesium deficiency can potentially alleviate a host of symptoms. Particularly notable is the link between low magnesium levels and the rise of autism, ADD, and ADHD. So let's just assume that we need. Okay, so that's kind of okay. There's some evidence if you just do a cursory search. I'm not seeing. Well, here's a study. Let me go over to the scholar shit. What is this?
Thank you for reminding me. I still have a blood test I need to schedule for eventually.
Eventually is a very good time to schedule things for.
Well, hang on. When's my psychiatrist appointment? It needs to be before that.
So it would be. You could supplement with magnesium. It wouldn't technically be just like a straight up deficiency, but you could have like a hereditary, like biochemical well, not imbalance, but like processing disorder, basically. Like, you can't process certain biochemicals normally. So then you would need to supplement it, and it could have some positive effects. For ADHD as well, by the way. So it's not just autism. So, yeah, let's all take magnesium. I don't know.
Well, I just realized my psychiatrist appointment is on May 25th, so I need to do a blood test before then, so I guess I'll see.
Mm-hmm.
He wants me to do a blood test and make sure I don't have something just glaringly obvious.
Right.
That could be on the list, who knows?
Yeah, well, I'd be curious if it's... Ask if they can check your magnesium level, because I'd be curious about that.
I think it's included in the, like the more routine blood work. I think magnesium is on there.
Yeah. I know the B vitamins are, so you'd think it would be. Because they're
Yeah,
related.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
But I mean, vitamin B is obviously on there too, so I guess we'll find out if I'm just obviously deficient in something and don't know about it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go look at my blood test. What does it say?
At some point schedule that. But the last thing I want to do is make phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had one done recently, Jane?
A blood test? Yeah, a little bit ago, because they were looking into the whole neurological issue.
Hey, how's your blood gonna take a test anyway? How is it gonna hold a pencil?
It's a tiny, tiny pencil. I think I have to
The
go...
pencil.
I guess it makes
the
sense.
pencil,
Stickle.
the pencil are the synapses inside your brain.
Yes,
That's
that's good.
shit. There's still money in my work apron. I haven't worked at Waffle House in like a year. Why is there still money in the apron?
That's being neurodivergent for you.
Woo!
Yeah, yes, Rowan, exactly.
I need to watch this too.
Also, yeah, sorry, Hokie, none of us were, like, I think all of us are kind of spread out around our house. I am sitting down taking a break because I closed my closet door. But...
Oh, right. I was supposed to go see... I forgot about that. My antigens are raised.
Oh, no.
Or not antigens, antibodies. Anti-nuclear antibodies, not antigens. So that... I've had that before, and there's, like... It's possible I just have a random, like... what do you call it? Autoimmune disease that is just, like, kind of chillin'. But, oh well. Like, I don't know. I have to see a rheumatologist. I forgot about that. I was supposed to do that. I'll do that. So they don't have magnesium. They have potassium and sodium and calcium.
I will have to, when I call to make the appointment, because, you know, the psychiatrist had to put in an order and I have to go to one of these places.
Yeah.
So I can't actually see what he's ordered. Because I do video calls with a psychiatrist that's on the other side of the state because you can't get in to see medical professionals right now. So
Right.
I'd rather be able to talk to somebody than no one.
Yeah. It's really hard to find this, actually.
What, to find your information?
Yeah, like I've had a couple of blood tests over the past, but I don't think they've ever tested my magnesium. Huh. Yeah, they never did. Interesting.
Oh.
So I don't know.
What is on? You know, I should know this. I worked in a hospital and literally helped put the tests on for a hospital lab at one point, and I don't know what's in
Yeah.
a BMP.
Yeah. The complete
really should know
metabolic
this.
panel.
I should really know what's in a BMP by
Ah,
now.
you don't have to. Yeah, the complete. Let me see. It's 14 on that one. I think it's just 14, unless if they add. Yeah, 14. There's 14 on the complete metabolic panel, unless if they add more, which they didn't on either of these. And I don't have that.
And a CMP. What's on this? As soon as I saw the names of all these blood tests, my brain just started remembering. I guess magnesium is not on any of these standard ones. It tests for iron.
D is kind of low too, but that's not super stunning. Because I'm pale and don't get a lot of sun.
I mean, I don't need this blood test to tell me I'm deficient in vitamin D. It's just now starting to get okay outside, and I live here.
Right.
So, I'm sure I'll be deficient in vitamin D. No one's gonna be that concerned about that. I think they're looking more for like iron and other stuff.
Yeah. I'm like 0.8 above it being a problem. That's cute.
That's fine then.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be severe enough for anything, I assume.
No. Nothing too weird. Just the antibody thing. But I knew about that, and that's happened over my life where it's like it's a little raised, and who knows why. I need to get a new doctor though, because I'm kind of I don't like my doctor. Had too many bad experiences around trying to figure out migraines and everything. And I just don't want to feel like I don't want to turn into the weird middle-aged woman that constantly gets dismissed by her doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd rather start fresh with a doctor that I like.
You said it's a neurologist, like it's the neurologist specifically that you don't like?
No, my GP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the specialists I've been able to see have been fine. But the GP doesn't pull it together at all, and just like, yeah, not very helpful.
I don't even know what it's like to have a regular doctor. Anyway.
Oh god. How long has it been since I went to the dentist? I need to go to the dentist.
I need to do that too. Mine retired, so I'm like, I have to figure out a new one.
Yeah, the thing I can say is right now, if you want to see one, you have to schedule pretty far out.
Yeah. I'll have to get on that.
Yeah, I have a dentist appointment actually on Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
I scheduled it in December, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Oh god. What the hell is happening with dentists?
Yeah, well, medical fields in general, since COVID, the emotional toll, a lot of people just left the field.
Wow.
See.
So, not necessarily that it'll take that long for you guys, but it's not going to be very fast, probably, unless you get really lucky.
Wow. It already wasn't going in a good direction with that, so that sucks.
Yeah. Again, for me, it's just like a routine thing. Like, there's nothing wrong. So if it's just like routine stuff, they're not gonna push it really soon.
Yeah.
I'm also going to one that has a lot of people that are going there that are on, Medicaid and stuff like that. So that's also part of it. Yay for living in poor areas.
Yeah. Well, San Francisco is kind of good for that too. I think it depends. Like some of the cities are a little bit, you know, I don't know. They have more services but also longer waits.
No, Hokey, you're fine. I didn't even see that when I didn't see what you had said when I responded. Again, I'm not like, I wasn't working, with patients or anything. I worked in the hospital lab for like a year, so that's not at all related to me. Are you kidding? I could never work with patients. Have you people heard me talk?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of issues with our medical system. I mean, my grandmother was a nurse, and I like doctors and nurses in a general sense, but we just have a system that's not organized very well at all.
Yep, my grandmother was a nurse for like 50 years.
Yeah, I don't know.
Less, actually.
Pretty rad.
Yeah, so I mean, yes, but yes, there are a lot of issues with the system in general.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. You said you're in Florida, Hokey? Yeah, I believe that then. I didn't know you were in Florida, but I believe that.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get. Well, actually, you know what? I don't have to be right back. I'll just use this. Never mind.
There are going to be problems with it for a long time, too, Hokey.
What's a long time?
Who knows? Until somebody cares enough to do something about it that has money, probably, if I'm being real.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, think about it, like... You asked, I didn't...
No, I want to know. I want to know the awful truth. I'd rather know than I... You know what I mean? Then I'm not, like, waiting for something better to happen that's not going to happen.
I mean... Like, I don't know. I probably dealt with nurses in not the best of manners because I was the lab who was usually calling them to tell them that they messed up, so I didn't get the best side of nurses. We'll believe in it. Nurses don't like us at all.
I see.
Because we're usually calling them and saying, hey, you messed up, you need to get another blood draw because you don't know what you're doing.
Oh no!
Basically. Not in those words, but that's what we all said to each other after we hung up the phone.
I don't know where my tripod went either. I have a tripod for my phone. It's somewhere in this room. Like many things, it's somewhere in this house. But I don't know.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
As I'm decluttering, I know that I'm finding stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, this exists still.
That liminal space is where my yearbook currently exists. And I find that very sad. Oh shit, wasn't there something I needed to sign up for? Oh no! Here's hoping it's not too late to RSVP or whatever that was.
Uh-oh.
Some alumni event for my school. Now I get to boot up my computer and find out.
Kyle, I don't know if you're still listening to chat, but if you are, then you should check your pings.
Oh, wait, where's the chat?
You have to pull it up on the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, Kyle did see what I pinged. Yeah. I will Kyle, I will also put that in the Discord for this, but I wanted all of the astrology folks to see that too. Kyle, that's the same picture. It's the same frame, it just changes. That's not actually two different things, believe it or not. Hang on, I need to... This is going in info dump, probably, I don't even know.
Wait, was I given a ping? Or was Jane given a ping?
I pinged Kyle.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm putting this in info dump only because I don't know.
Oh, it's the same
I don't know.
picture? Wow.
All of my wolf stuff is gonna go in info dump.
Okay. That makes
Probably.
sense.
Yeah, I pinged Jane now, but I had pinged Kyle first.
That's cool.
I need to hang that up. I have so many just random pictures. God. What else should I do? I did my main goal and now I don't know what to do.
I'm eating rice. I'm waiting for my laundry to be done because, like, I could do more, but I don't really want to do a lot more than that.
I can feel that.
It's actually not that bad in here. It's not. And I did clean up the bathroom because the resting state of the bathroom is now better.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
That's
more
good. I've been bouncing back and forth between cleaning my room and my bathroom, which is extra fun because my bathroom is also the guest bathroom, so it's very bad that I let it stay in such a bad state.
Oh, right.
You know, I should make it a thing for me to just always show up to this to get the bathroom done.
Yeah.
Nothing else. I think that would be good for me.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, I think like finding something that works with it and then just building on top of that is the most helpful, especially for you as an individual, but also to like keep testing this out. Be like, okay, that part works, that part doesn't. That part works, that part doesn't. Because eventually we might have some idea of how this is supposed to go, and then when we have our like neighborhood proper and more bells and whistles attached to it, those bells and whistles can be really appropriate for what helps.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've noticed there's more people who ask me if I think they might be neurodivergent in my regular life. Or, well, people more or less ask me about autism rather than I wish they would ask me more about neurodivergent, because usually when they ask me if I think they're autistic, I'm like, nope. I do not. But they could be neurodivergent.
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met someone just like a couple of days ago who he and I got along really well, and he very gave me like high key ADHD vibes. Like, it doesn't mean that he does have ADHD, but he very much would fit the bill if he does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've definitely been able to sense the ADHD type vibes in a few people, and I'm not, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I get that.
I'm just surrounded by you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're the most common disorder in America right now, or most common mental disorder, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
It's like, I'm pretty sure it's like, is it 13% of people? No, I think that's black people. It's like 11% of people. Yeah. It's 11% of people are diagnosed with ADHD right now or something. I don't know how accurate that statistic is, because, you know, how sick is weird, but yeah, it's a lot is the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a lot. But yes, it is a very common thing, but I just mean I think that I personally have wound up surrounded by them in my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
I figure that I tend to gravitate towards hanging out with other ADHD people.
Mhm.
Like every Thursday, I go to the literature club, and then after the literature club, I stay for until very late at night. I will be hanging out with people, and the people who are doing that with me are all ADHD.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
That makes sense. To be honest.
It probably has to do with how ADHD can make it harder to make friends or whatever.
Yeah. 100%. Welcome to the club, just in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I have the easiest time with my autistic friends are great because like we can vanish for a while and it's like we'll miss each other, but as soon as we start talking it's just like, yep, we're back. Like there's really nothing to do to like with everybody else. I feel if I vanish for a while then there's like ramifications socially, but with everybody I've known that's autistic, I could just talk to them right now, and like even if I haven't talked to them in years, it's just like hi.
Yeah, that's how I tend to be with people too, and so it's very weird. I met someone recently who's literally like tries to message people once a week, and like if they don't because it's like it was an internet friend, right?
Right.
And so like it's kind of less weird for an internet friend, I feel like, but like if they don't get a message within like a month or something, they'll just like unadd you on Discord.
Right.
It's like it's weird, but also I guess it kind of makes sense. I don't know, but it was very strange to me because for me, like if someone like contacts me like 3 years after we last spoke, I'll just be like, "Yo, what's up? How have you been?"
Yeah. Same.
I wonder if part of it's just the whole thing about how some of us view time is different.
Yes, probably.
That's a good point.
So I just feel like I don't know how different it is among every diagnosis, but I feel like that has something to do with it, that we just don't see the time part as much.
Yeah, I have pretty like
That's right.
Yeah, time blindness in my features is pretty high, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because like for me, I use episodic memory so much that if I've been somewhere, I'll remember it and like it's just happened. So all of my memories are like it's yesterday or earlier today, to be honest. So if I remember you, then great. Then it's like no time has passed.
Yeah, I don't have Jane's level of time blindness, but I do have a good bit of time blindness. Which is why I should go grab my watch right now, actually, because I've been not wearing it for the past 2 days, and that's back.
I've been using.
It's up with. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying I've been using my time timer watch, and like you can set like different intervals of an hour that it'll just cycle through. So like sometimes I set it to 15-minute intervals, and it just vibrates every 15 minutes, so I'm aware that time passes.
That's cool. I just go everywhere with the watch all the time, and I'm mostly chilling. Oh gosh, now that I put it back on, it feels really heavy because it's this big. I got this metal watch band from my dad. It's got like all these screwdriver heads and stuff on it, but it's also heavy. This is the third set of playing cards I have now. Cool.
Okay.
I should start keeping like a tiny deck of playing cards on me everywhere I go, like maybe a 2-suit deck or something. I should learn games for smaller decks of cards.
That'd be
Put it in my wallet. That'd be cool.
You could probably invent games too.
For sure, but that's like hard.
Is it?
Yeah, game design can be hard.
Hmm.
I've looked into it a little as a result of my experience with like programming and stuff.
Yeah.
And card games especially can be weird because there's like restrictions.
Hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to just like goof around and have fun, you can totally kill time with them easily
Yeah.
with like the power of imagination and whatnot.
Yes.
But that's different from making a proper game.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I do know there's one game that's fantastic. There's a solitaire game that like nobody knows about called Grid Cannon. I'll put it in the info dump part of the Discord at some point.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, it's made by a guy who's kind of famous as like a really good indie game designer, and it's really fantastic. It's one of my favorites.
Awesome.
So many pencils. Also, this Nintendo Switch box is so busted up now, I should just get rid of it. I don't know how to open this. Oh, there we go.
Okay. I finally figured out something else to do. I had a moment I froze.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I had a moment I just like completely froze and couldn't figure out what to do.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, I should have.
I'm gonna make a superimposition thing for this.
Huh?
You know about my superimposition thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one for folding my laundry because I don't feel that inspired by it. New window. Okay.
Is anyone ever actually inspired to do laundry?
Well, I mean, folding it isn't so bad because I do like using my little folding board. But let's see here, superhero training program.
I was kind of joking, but kind of not.
Mm-hmm.
I have never wanted to fold laundry.
I can relate to that.
I don't mind the actual act of
much.
cleaning it. The act of cleaning it is fine. It's the putting it away that I never want to do.
Oh. I'm glad I remember I'm missing my shirt from my outfit.
Oh no. Who is Discord pinging me? Is that one of you guys?
I don't know.
Did I put that up in there? No.
Who's pinging me?
The copy typing, I think it's Jane.
That's
Yeah,
me,
that's
yeah.
what I wondered.
Yeah, that's me. I'm
Okay.
telling ChatGPT.
Well, it's not Jane that's pinging me though. What in the world? Somebody just pinged me and asked, "What kind of dinosaur are you?" What? I don't even know how to respond to this. So confused right now. Are you just bothering ChatGPT, Jane?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then it's not you. So.
Oh yeah, I have all my feminine outfits in like little Ziploc baggies that like the clothes were shipped in, and that way I can just switch into those because I have to change into them like away from the house because my parents don't know that I'm dressing up right now, and I should probably talk to them about that eventually. But yeah, So I just keep the clothes in the little baggies, and then I can change super easily. Because there's like 2 outfits that I wear all the time anyway. I'm like, I could
Yeah.
mix and match them, but then that's effort. And it also wouldn't change much because the outfit would wind up looking basically the same anyway.
Makes sense though to me.
Yeah. As I get more of a wardrobe, this will probably be less of a thing that I do, but for now it works really well. Oh, these all expired? Oh man, GameStop gives you a little coupon for like little sticker thingies that if you lose a game or whatever, you can get a new copy of it with the sticker thing. But they apparently it expired last year, so
Oh no.
goodbye, I guess.
What?
Adios.
Are you
It's
leaving?
gone now. It's in the garbage. That's sad.
Oh no. What's
Isn't that actually sad? But yeah.
I've got my magical girl quest, and now I'm gonna fold laundry.
Nice. I should probably start folding my laundry. Well, I don't know. Most of my clothes I kind of don't care about.
I feel that. This sounds really terrible, but like I hang out my shirts, but my dresser is just kind of everything is just thrown in it.
Yeah, I get that.
That is 100% what happens.
I don't even have a dresser. I have 3 laundry hampers that all my clothes go in right now.
That you know, I understand. I'm not currently in that scenario, but I can understand how that can happen.
Yeah. Half of
Hi.
my clothes are in Colorado with my brother. Oh, what?
I'm fighting the darkness. See, the way this works is my clothes in the story like grows like it gets possessed by like the spirits from like the darkness kingdom of darkness or something. I don't know, something like that. I have to look up what they called it. Anywho, and then they grew tentacles, and then like me and the rest of the like magical girl squad had to fight the t-shirts and then like get the magic out of them.
Oh god.
Oh, that's so cool.
Right?
If it works, it works. I'm also putting trash out, so that's a thing.
Ooh, and I can imagine what kind of weird things each t-shirt is because they all say different things.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I have Kyle's Lana Del Rey like concert shirt. So one of the demon tentacle monsters will like be singing a Lana Del Rey song.
No, it's just normal, regular old Lana Del Rey.
Oh my god. That's a really funny thought, though.
Oh, this is my god. This belt belongs to my friend from high school.
Oh no. Alright.
I guess it technically belongs to me now.
Yeah, I think it does.
It really does, if we're honest.
Yeah. Hey, if there's such thing as antiperspirant, is there such thing as properspirant?
It makes you sweat and smell worse.
If you sweat more, I bet you it's the thing, because I bet you there's people who have like conditions that make them not sweat enough.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is. Yeah.
There definitely are conditions like that, yes. There's a condition for most things.
Yeah, you could also totally get, like, you know, the like fart spray stuff. You could just use that as a pro-odorant.
Pro-odorant. Wow.
I mean, technically, I guess you could.
Yeah.
Well, the question is why?
I was wondering that too.
Because odorants are tired of being erased.
You gotta do a Renaissance fair, and you want to be really historically accurate.
Right?
You know what? All of my homework for calculus class, I'm just gonna throw away because it's all uploaded online if I need to review it.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'm throwing this one away because it's all crumply.
That's a good standard. You could make an argument that by smelling as you naturally do, you're practicing radical self-love.
You could.
Right?
There are very extreme people out there that believe this.
Of course there are.
That's all I can say is that those people definitely exist. That is not a hypothetical.
Oh, great. Well,
Because there are people out there that, you know, extremes on both ends exist.
right. Yep.
This is why everything is a circle. Both ends have to exist, kind of. A circle still has, like, bulges out to the side.
Well, lizards have bulges.
Well, not exactly bulges, but like when you have a circle, you have parts that are further to the left and right.
Oh,
That's
right.
true.
I see what you're saying. It's like a
I can't explain this right now.
I know what you mean. Also,
Okay.
Nerf whistle dart. I love these. They're so good. When you shoot them, they make a whistle noise.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like a whistle.
That is cool.
I like that.
Agreed.
Uh-oh. I'm too far away from the garbage. Oh, man. I have a bed that can... It used to be able to fold the uppy into the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And now it doesn't anymore because the wood is all warped.
Oh,
But in order to clean under it, I have to, like, lift it up.
yeah.
And stuff gets under it all the time because it can fold the uppy. And
Oh,
because
no.
I'm lazy and under it.
Isn't that a Murphy bed? Is that what that's called? I think. Oh, I got 2 new shirts. I forgot that. One says, "No thanks, I'm on a sensory diet." And one says, "Sensory therapy helps you feel better." And they're just like things I could wear when I'm walking around with my dog. Just in case anyone's like, "What's with her?" Yeah, because I go out with like sunglasses and like my hoodie up, and I have a super cropped hoodie, like you could read my t-shirt easily. So I was like, you know what? Let's just do it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Because right now I feel like a little self-conscious. Like it's not too bad. It's like be self-conscious or feel terrible. So it's like whatever. But I just don't want my neighbors to think I'm insane.
Thankfully, I don't have direct neighbors right now. Yay.
Yeah, I definitely do. But I'm in a, really crowded city. So.
Well, I mean, I just mean like in my apartment building, like the neighbors directly next to me moved out like a month and a half ago.
Oh, word. Okay. Yeah, in San Francisco, like all the houses are right next to each other. Like it's just like a paint line between you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're in San Francisco, I totally believe that.
Yeah, just row houses everywhere, as far as
I
I can
mean,
see.
yeah, how do I say this without doxing myself? I am not in a small city, but I am not in, like, I don't live in a state that has a big enough city for me to relate.
Yeah, I feel that. That makes sense. Yeah, I like growing up here. It sort of distorts. Well, yeah, no, it distorts how you expect things to be because I'm just used to this city, but it's a pretty weird city actually.
Yes, your city is, well, honestly, most big cities in California are kind of different than everywhere else.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for a whole bunch of reasons. Like, because we were built last, so like
Yes.
even
Yeah,
the
so
architecture is just weird compared to the rest of the country.
yeah, based on the pictures I've seen, I believe that I've never been on the real West Coast though.
Mm-hmm.
The furthest west I have gone is Idaho.
I've not gone very west at all.
For me, it's been
the
Idaho,
Southeast.
and that's because I had to. So
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't just in Idaho. Like, who just goes?
No one
Nobody
visits
just
up
chooses.
there.
Yeah, nobody chooses to go to Idaho, but I have been there.
Right, that makes sense.
To be fair, I don't think most people don't choose to come here either, but here we are.
I did by accident. I thought I would dance.
Yeah, but you didn't
anywhere.
know what you were getting into.
Yeah, that's right. I was very, very idealistic.
Of course you were. You're from California.
Right. Yep.
Some of the memes are true.
Oh yeah, that one is.
I don't know those memes, honestly.
I do.
I think Midwesterners have like an interest in making fun of people from California because we make
Well,
fun of you.
specifically the parts of the Midwest, like Ohio, that are pretending to be part of the South, but we're not.
Yeah.
I say
Well,
that because it's true.
Ohio's like everybody's stepchild but doesn't know it.
Yeah, exactly. Ohio is the redheaded stepchild. That is Ohio.
Yeah.
That is colorblind. That's how I describe it at the moment.
That's about right. Thinks everybody else is redheaded.
No, they're just colorblind. They just can't see it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that too, though. I mean, like they would just naturally assume, can't be me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm normal.
That is 100% our situation. I need to write that down.
You should.
That's the best one I've had today.
The universal human truth that I am normal and it is everyone else who is weird.
Right. Yep.
This is how we wind up in all of our situations, though.
Yeah. True.
It is literally every situation humans are in right now.
Yeah. That's the whole idea behind anthropology's idea of ethnocentrism.
Yeah.
Yes. It's how we have every problem, though.
Yeah. No, yeah, that makes... Well, and it's interesting because, like, for me, I am still unpacking the ways that I thought other people's brains worked closer to mine. Like, I knew they weren't the same as mine. I knew that. But I still underestimated where it was different. And sometimes I overestimate other areas where I think that it's more different. It turns out it's more similar. So it's really hard to gauge that.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's also just that, as much as we might think we know, there's just still so much that we don't.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I don't know where we're even correct anymore.
Yep. That's a good place to put it.
Yeah, it's weird for me because my understanding of ADHD is entirely based on experiential knowledge of talking to other people with ADHD. It's like I have no idea to what degree, for example, long-term memory is impacted by ADHD. I know a lot of people with ADHD say that it has affected them, but that they have bad long-term memory as a result of it. I don't know if that's true at all, and I don't even know how to investigate that properly either.
I was gonna say I've been geeking out on memory recently, and there's actually a lot of updates to that general field. Like anybody working in studying memory. There's a lot of new stuff, so I don't know if anything said about it would be accurate, even like, and so far as like comparing it to what people currently are studying. So it'd be hard. I would assume that there wasn't like very conclusive data about it to begin with.
I see.
I feel like there's a lot of things that we just flat out do not know. And I mean, experiences matter, but also, you know, we don't know what other people have. It's not a one variable thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We don't know what other people have. We don't know, like, me and Jay have talked before that we don't, you know, we're basing most of our diagnoses off of what we're seeing. So what if somebody actually has something entirely different? We don't know.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
We don't know.
I feel confident in my diagnosis only because of the heritability in my situation. That it just maps stupidly well, and there's people with other forms of autism diagnosed in my dad's side and my mom's side. No, only because I don't know any of them, and it's very small. But then anecdotally, there's like all this evidence of it. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is very stereotypically autistic.
Yeah. For yours, but you know, I'm definitely gonna think that that's probably correct.
Yeah.
But because we're not genetic testing for this stuff, though,
exactly.
Realistically, some people that we think have it, it's probably a completely different thing, but we just don't know that yet.
Right.
So, unfortunately, experience-based stuff just isn't going to be perfectly accurate right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think the way that I look at it is, my approach generally is that if we are coming up with solutions that are improving quality of life and then sharing it amongst ourselves, that's a nice thing to do with this label as it is, or any of our labels as they are. And then knowing that there'll be bleed over with other conditions anyway, and sometimes we may be talking to somebody who thinks we have the same condition and we don't, but we have some of the same solutions. Because at this point, the issue, and I mean, this is why I'm working on this idea of this nonprofit the way that I am and pushing for this to be real, is like we need to have more practical solutions for quality of life and to also hold our ground a little bit. Because the thing that at least unites us is that people whose brains are not this divergent are able to work together in ways that we can't. And so then we don't have anywhere to work on ideas if we're getting excluded from spaces with resources.
What do you mean by to hold our own?
So to hold our own ground, like if something is impossible for us to be able to say no, we really cannot do that, because otherwise somebody who has a typically developing brain will not think it's possible for somebody to have some of the impairments that are actually very much just consequences of neurobiology. So like the people that are talking to us will have some instances where it's just beyond their imagination, and the quickest thing to do is to just make a statistical guess of like, well, most people, if I push them this direction, they can do it anyway. So they can inappropriately pressure us, and then we have to like hold our ground against that pressure.
I see.
That's one of the more difficult things right now, is to be able to say, hey, I just can't do that, and I also maybe can't give you a satisfactory explanation as to why, but I can't. And that's the hardest part of having a disability that's in your brain, because people are looking for patterns that they can perceive and make sense of, and they'd have to watch us all the time to perceive this pattern over our life, and that's not appropriate or possible. Whereas with physical disabilities, you actually are making a lot of incorrect assumptions about people with physical disabilities, visual physical disabilities, but people are satisfied with what they see as the explanation. They're not satisfied with our explanations.
I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out for that last part, but I can probably check the back.
Yeah,
it happened.
You know, the funny thing is, Isaac, so did I. Like, I don't know.
that's fine.
Until she said the ending part, I was apparently just zoned out staring at Discord. I don't know.
Well, at least I didn't say anything wrong, because if I did, you would have picked up.
I probably would have noticed if something was said that, triggered it, but nothing did.
Yeah, so then I'm good.
Yeah, I don't consciously know what you just said, though.
Yeah, it's alright. I was kind of processing
fun.
for myself, too.
That's
good.
the fun part about all ND people in a call, is that somebody's gonna zone out.
I found a Toki Pona translation of an old internet meme that I was going to make a video out of. That's why I zoned out. I had to get a picture of that before I threw it away.
Mm-hmm. I got a thermal printer, and I highly recommend it, by the way. I don't know how expensive it will be overall to, like...
Thermal printer?
Yeah. It's like a teeny tiny printer that doesn't need ink. You just have special paper for it instead.
Oh, okay. Huh.
And the paper is sticky, so you can like stick it on things. And like
Okay.
they came with a clear roll. There's all kinds of different paper that you can have for it too, like different textures and colors and whatever. And yeah, and you can get like a clear one, and you could make like stickers if you wanted. I printed out my Trollster guy. It's like the creepy. Yeah. Just as a reminder that that's what's on the internet.
Yeah, I didn't, I was unsure of what you meant, since we have a small, we have a laser printer instead. A cheap one, but, because ink sucks.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the thermal printer is just for, like, little projects and stuff. It's more like a little craft printer type of a vibe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's nice. Like, it's quite fun. If you're the type of kid that would have, like, played with a label maker until it broke, this is for you.
Oh no. I'm sure I would have, if given the chance, to be real.
Yeah. Label makers are amazing, and I love them.
I am not surprised at all to hear you say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Spent a
know
lot of
why,
time
but
with
that makes a lot of sense to me.
I just realized I have an Xbox 360 controller I should give away. Or actually, do we still have a 360? We may. I'll have to ask my dad, because he's the one who uses that.
Because there is a 360 controller in your house.
Well, yeah. And it's like, back in the day that was useful for if I wanted to play a PC game with a console controller. But now I have the Xbox One controller. So
Yeah.
it's like...
Yeah,
there's
we're
so
in
many
the-
notes on the phone.
Yeah, we have we both have Xbox controllers for Rocket League in this house, too.
Nice. I play that on my Switch.
Well, Rocket League isn't the only thing that we use it for now, but it's why we got it originally.
I think I'm going to take a bubble bath at some point.
That's nice.
I highly recommend them. They're very fun.
I just found some bath bombs, and I think I want to do that too.
Oreo, get out of the way.
Bath bomb. I was going to say I've never done bath bombs, and that's also true.
Yeah, bath bombs. It's like I don't know. Like it's a little like okay, you probably need 2 of them. I have 2. If you just have 1, it's a little bit disappointing. But if you have 2, it's great.
Okay, I'll have to do this. I think I'll get bath bombs at some point.
Yeah, it's fun. It's kind of like taking a bath in foam and glitter.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You just reminded me I should get bubbles at some point, because that is fun. Alright. Okay.
All right. It's like 3:06, so I think I'll probably call it. I could go like 10 more minutes, but I don't want to. So.
Alright.
All right. So Yeah, I'll be around in the mornings for the peer support this week, I think. If I don't, it's just stress related from the caffeine quitting thing, but otherwise I should be there. Alright, thanks everyone
Alright.
for coming.
All right,
Alright.
thank you for doing this, Jane. This is wonderful. I'll have to start showing up regularly to do my bathroom.
Yay! Excellent. We're helping each other.
Woo!
Yay! Okay, alright, bye!
Bye.